Up from the fetid stench of Rome's ancient catacombs swarmed the horrible army, strange and sinister beyond belief, sworn to destroy humanity in their terrible bone-crunching jaws, slavering after the smell of human blood. And to this fearful scourge was added the greed and lust for power of one man, who in turn was to meet the green horde. Fiends from the Crypt. Police pursue a criminal in Rome. "Stop, or we'll fire! Look, he's heading for the sewer entrance. They won't get me. Stop, Banco. I don't want to kill you unless I have to. Ha, you'll never get me in the sewer. He's getting away, Senor Commissioner." "Not yet. I know these sewers as well as he does." "Why don't you fire, Senor?" "No, I want to take this one alive if I can. After all, he's only a petty crook." "Ugh, these sewer rats give me the creeps. Look at the size of them. Don't be an old woman. Hurry up." "I'm certain he ducked down this way. And this passage leads into the old catacombs, so he can't get far." Suddenly, the tunnel is filled with the frenzied screams of a man in mortal terror. "For the love of heaven, Senor, did you hear that? Horrible, and that was Banco's voice. Down this way." Their flashlights pick out a leering, gruesome thing. "Gah! Look, it's Banco. A moment ago, he was a man. Now, he's only a skeleton." "But what could have done this, Senor?" "There is something evil in this place, Senor Commissioner. Let us get out of here at once." "Keep your nerve, man. There must be some explanation for all this. But we'd better report back to this station." But the passage, it's blocked now. But just a moment ago, there was no door here. "We must find another way out, Senor. At once." While desperately seeking a way out, the men wandered deeper into the catacombs. "Phew, the smell is horrible. These caverns have been sealed for centuries. I begin to think we are trapped, Senor. And just when I thought I heard something. Ah! Senor, look! Those things! Monsters, and they're coming after us. They'll tear us to pieces. Run for your life, man! Run!" They take refuge in a small room. "Perhaps this old coffin and the bones will stop them. Workman, stack more bones in the entrance. Look, one of those things reaching for us. Yes, it will get us unless we do something. And there is only one thing to do. Give them a victim at once." "You, Pietro. They want a victim and it must be one of us. So let it be you. Out you go. No! Ah! Save me. Don't let them. Ah!" There is a moment of dreadful respite. Then the creatures come crashing in. "Do grab." They want me now. Oh, what monsters they are. Fiends out of Hades. But surprisingly, they're trying to talk to me. They want something. The fierce monsters do indeed want to make a bargain, and after a long time, Signor Renzi understands what they want. At the same time, he hatches a fiendish plan of his own. "All right, you things, I'll do what you want, but remember that you must obey me in return. Ooh-la!" Soon afterward, a reign of terror begins in Rome. Signor Renzi, commissioner of police, sees his chance to make a fortune. This is the night. Those brutes should be striking now. At that moment, in the vault of the Bank of Rome. What? An earthquake? No, so something coming up through the floor. I'd better get help at once. But it's too late. And the weird creatures, intelligent enough to follow Signor Renzi's orders, loot the vault of millions in gold. Later, as the Signor keeps a rendezvous in the gloomy catacombs. "You have done well, you brutes, and don't worry, you'll be paid. They'll make me the richest man in the world before long, and who will suspect me? Come along now and get your reward. Just down here, the catacombs run under a displaced person's camp. You can have them. Right up this ladder now. It leads into the DP barracks. This is a terrible thing I'm doing, but I must. I promised them victims in return for obedience, and if I don't give them these people, they'll take me." From above comes a sudden, horrible outcry. "Ah! Help! Those creatures! Save us! Help! Ah!"
Darn flu!
No! Ah! Ah! I can't stand those terrible sounds any longer. I've got to get out of here before I go mad. Time passes, and Signor Renzi accumulates all the wealth that one man could want. And now, what a tender scene, my wife and daughter happy and suspecting nothing. But if they only knew how those creatures haunt me night and day, always wanting more victims. I have more money than a dozen men could ever spend, but it's no good unless I can get away from those fiends of the catacombs. Somehow, I must take my loved ones and escape. Ah, there's one of them now, come to complain because there are no more victims. Well, I might as well have the showdown now. Listen and try to understand. You must go back to the catacombs forever. There will be no more victims for you, ever. It's becoming too dangerous. Now get out.
Wag?
I said get out, you foul beast of Hades. We're all through. Our bargain is over. Out, out. But Signor Renzi is shocked from his hysteria by the pathetic screams of his wife and small daughter. Good heavens, they're carrying them away to the catacombs, and I'm powerless to stop them. Ah! Help! Frantically, Signor Renzi finds a secret passage and races to the rendezvous in the catacombs. I've got to be in time. I must. Maybe they won't harm them. Perhaps they're only trying to bluff me. Grrr, buff. My wife, my daughter. Are they safe? You must tell me. I'll do anything. Do you hear? Anything. Then the Signor hears a horrible laughter behind him and turns to see a sight that sends his brain reeling in torment. Smurda! Ah! And the things close in. Moft, Snoog, after me now. They'll kill me too. Gah! Erst da est in Borta. Meaning, he was a fool and a knave and was doomed from the start.